So now I have cut out the lines for the back, and I transferred these lines back because they went out. And so this is what the back looks like now. And I need to transfer some markings, like this upper bust mark and the bust line, right? So now we go to the back and do some extra work. Now, first of all, this back, I've decided that I don't want to cut it on the fold. So I'm going to write cut 2 times, right? Because I decided I want to give it just a little bit of shaping. Then for the neckline, I put a tape on my shoulder and took it down to where my bra strap hits my back. And I got a measurement of 10.5, but I've decided to use 10.25. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to make that, let's see, 7 inches or 6 inches. 6 inches is fine, right? And this is the line of, this is the neckline, and this is the band, right? So the neckline for the back usually comes down 1 inch. So I'll just do that here. Do 1 inch. So now, and we know that the neckband itself, we agreed was going to be, for this tutorial, we'll make it 1/2 inch. So make that 1/2 inch there. Now for the back neckline, I've already cut that down, but we need to still consider the neckband. So I put that neckband will be right here, and the width of the neckband, as we said, we wanted it to be 1/2 inch for this tutorial, so we do that. Now the next thing is the depth of the cutout on the back of that dress. I don't know why I keep saying dress, I mean top. So I've decided to make it, how much did I make it that time? Right, 6 inches. Measure from there because that's your shoulder, 6 inches. I'm going to draw the line down that way. Right? So this is our back. This is the neckband. I want to put 2 buttons here, and this will be the cutout part. Now we have both pieces together. I'm going to cut them out. Let's start with the front first. So we are going to cut out the real armhole of the front, right? Because this one that I cut out was for the back. So cut it out. Then we're also going to cut out the neckband. Pull you in a little bit closer. Right, so this is the neck. And this is the band. Right, I don't need this part, just need this band, this, keep it here. So this front is done now. And also I should mention that I didn't add, because on my, when I'm drafting patterns, I don't add seam allowances, just because I could decide to use more sleeve allowances in the next project. All right, so this is the back. Let's label this. And all right, so and this is the cutout detail, so we'll cut that. We don't need that. So the back will look something like this when we're sewing, right? Now, another thing, just so that we don't run into any problems, right? I think it's good to like have a mark so you know which joins with which, because trust me, by the time you start cutting out, and if you're cutting out more than one thing at a time, it can get pretty. So let's put back here, just so we know, right? Now on to the sleeves, and I promise you, if you're using your actual measurements, everything will look a lot better. The pieces will make a lot more sense. But this, we didn't use any real measurements, we're just making up. So things like this bust part here, you know, things will look a lot better when you cut it out. It won't be this curve, I don't think. Right, so onto the sleeves. Now for the sleeves, first of all, we'll draw a line for the measurement we want to use for the sleeve. And actually I want to make mine 10 inches, so do that, 10 inches. Next is you draw a line down about 8, normally is 8.5 inches for the arm curve, or sorry, the bicep line, to get your bicep line. But for this tutorial I'm going to make it 4 inches. And you take your bicep measurement, whatever that is, divide it by 2 and put that on either side of this center line. So I've decided to use 6 inches for mine, so that would be 3 on this side, 3 on that side. So this is my bicep line. Then also draw a line for where we want our sleeve to end, and I've decided to make it a straight sleeve, so it will be the same 6 inches. Okay, so now to get the slope for sleeve head, you take this line here and divide it into 2. So at 3 inches a line, that'll make it 1.5. You mark that there. You come this way, take your 1.5 and mark it there as well. And you draw a straight line up. Right? Then you go to the top of your sleeve and down to the end of the bicep line and draw a triangle. Also, this is the perfect time to decide which part of your sleeve you want to be the front and the back. So I want here to be my front and here will be my back. And you can also just draw the line down. Now for the front part of the sleeve this way, you measure the line from here to here and divide it by 4. So on mine it's 5 inches and I'll divide that by 4, which gives me a measurement of 1/4. Right, so I'm going to mark those out with a pencil. So after you get that mark, then you come down to the first point here. You come down a length of 1.5 centimeter, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to make it 1 centimeter. Then for this other line, you come down, you go up a length of what should be 2 centimeters, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to make it 1.5. And this is to accommodate the curve of the bust line of your front sleeve, which is the bust line, and to give you more mobility. So now I'm drawing in the curve, but I'm going to use a pencil first, just so that I'm sure of the line before I draw it in. Now for the back portion of the sleeve, you get the measurement from here to here and divide that by 3. Right, so let's see, 5 inches divided by 3. So that gives us a measurement of 1.6 inches. I'll do the best I can. So that is 1.6. Okay. Now, this back portion we divide into 2 as well. That gives us a measurement of 0.8. This part, right? And we go down 0.6 centimeters, but as you can see from this part, because we're not using actual measurements, the curves don't really fall on the line, so just know that it's 0.6 centimeters, but I'm going to do that there. Then this top one is also 2 centimeters, but like I said, measurement doesn't really follow, so I'll just do that there and use our curved ruler and join the lines. So before we start cutting out, we just make sure top here is like a nice curve. Shouldn't be pointy. Obviously, if you're doing that on your own, you would be using a sharper, more precise tool. So yeah, this is the diagram for our sleeve. I just cut that out, and yeah, next week we're all about, well, not next week, sometime within this week I'll try shooting the actual cutting on fabric for you guys. So that's it for the first tutorial, guys, for the first part of the drafting of the top. And I made, as you can see, I made some slight changes, and I did make a slight mistake in the back, in the drafting of the back neckline. It's not that great a mistake. It's just that I'd already cut out the 1 inch for the back neckline, but while I was drafting the back band, I took it down another inch, which some people do take out 2 inches for their back neckline, but I take out only 1. But I'm sorry, you guys, this is my first full pattern drafting video here on YouTube, so be nice, be gentle. Another thing is, I don't know if I'm going to turn this into a series. I mean, if you check my channel, you know I like a series kind of thing. Maybe outfits inspired by vloggers and bloggers, because I don't know about you guys, I prefer like watching, I prefer the dressing, I prefer the lookbooks and style, because I know they dress themselves, you know, they're not like, especially the smaller style vloggers or bloggers, you know, they dress themselves, they're not celebrities. I have people dress them and stuff like that. So anyways, let's have a discussion in the comment section. Tell me what you like, thumbs up this video, share with your friends, and hopefully we'll keep this going. Okay, thanks, bye.